Hello, 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 my darlings. Well, I'm still relegated to 10 minutes and 17 seconds. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out, but we're still going to talk. I want to talk about my childhood as I do this video, Virtual Georgian. I'm going back now to some things. So one, do you remember that first whooping? No. What whooping do you remember? Now, people from another culture would say, oh my gosh, you got whoopings? Oh my gosh. Oh my God, did you call the police? Is this a carryover from slavery? You might want to think, that's something to think about, isn't it? You didn't think about when you were getting those whoopings, though. I didn't even know we weren't supposed to get them. It was just par for the course. I mean, it started so I was a kid in Gary, Indiana, and then this is, so we're going back to my childhood as I gather stories. And I remember my grandmother sending me, so this is the grandmother who was my mother's mother. So is that maternal? Yeah. So my grandmother said, go in the yard and get me a switch. Who sends a child to the yard to get a switch? So of course I came back with, what size switch? This size switch. Because I'm thinking like, you're going to send me out there to get the switch and then I'm going to get the whipping with the switch? Yes, I did. So I had to go back and get a bigger switch. Now, see, nowadays children don't know anything about it. I don't know if that's good or bad. I kind of think like I came out all right. I don't know did it scar me mentally? I don't know. I mean, I raised a child that got a whooping or two, but Evelyn said, I don't like this. She got about 3. One from her father when she did a temper tantrum, and then that never happened again. And one somewhere in life, then maybe her about 15, you know how they start, being something at 15. And why do we do that? Why did you do it? Why do you think you turned out all right with those whoopings? Did you turn out all right? I mean, some people, now my mother would have gone to jail with the rules they have now. My parents would have been locked up because, anyway, let's go back to grandmama. I went and got the switch and you got the whooping on your legs. Just hop, 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 hop. And then you feel so badly. And then they'll fix you something later. The real whoopings, I'm going to tell you about 2 real ones. And that was, I said something smart to my grandmother. My grandfather never said anything but, Georgianne, be nice. And then I had to read the Bible with him every night. Do you remember going to kindergarten and they gave you Dick and Jane? And you had already read about Habakkuk and Zechariah. Who are these people, Dick and Jane? Because every night I had to sit on his lap and read something in the Bible. That wasn't a bad thing, too. You stop and think about our upbringing, my age group maybe, and maybe right below my age group. Me, my age group, and then my daughter's age group. Those people born in the 60s, early 70s, are they the last ones to get some kind of training, or maybe the last ones to get whoopings? Because I remember saying one time, call 911. Go ahead. You know how all mothers, my age group said, go ahead, call. Because I think they came up with that 911 call. Call if your parents are abusing you. Let me go ahead with that whooping I got. So then the next one, my grandfather, the one I remember, these are memorable. I said something smart to my grandmother. He said, come in here. Oh, see, granddaddy didn't say much. The men, they didn't get into the raising of the children too much. Even the boys, they let the mama raise the girls and the boys till they're about 12. And then sometimes the men would take over, okay? But I said something smart to my grandmother. I was the only child. And I was living with my grandmother a lot. My grandfather took me in there. They had something called a razor strap. That's where the men took the razors and they sharpened their razor on this razor strap. And I always hung in the bathroom. You know, he put me across his knee. Memorable. I don't know what, but I never said whatever I said. And then here's the one you all would like. I'm still in an apartment on the west side over there in Gary. I'm on Delaware Street. And whatever my mother had gotten on me about, by this time did she have Vincent by then? Anyway, I'm 10 years older than him, but maybe I was about 13, so maybe he was young. He didn't know. I thought she was down the hall. You know, she had come in and said something to me, da 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 da. And I thought and I heard her. She left my room and she went down the hall to the living room. And on the other side of the living room was her bedroom in the apartments where we lived. This is something, I'm sorry, y'all. So anyway, I said, you make me sick. Have you ever said, you make me sick to your parents? You don't say that out loud. You think it. You say it to yourself. You say it to your friends. But you don't say it out loud. And I thought I said it like, I was saying it like since she was gone. That door open, they would have locked my mother up if you had seen the whips on my back. I remember, here I am, 81, and I could tell you about the whips. I thought she'd go kill me. She said, you think I make you sick? You know, you can say what you will about a black mother. She'd give you a conversation while you're getting a whooping. I remember my last one. My mother was like 5'11". I told y'all about that, 5'1", 5'2". And she had to whoop up. Because I was already 5'9" at some early age. And she was whooping up, and I just let her do it. Because, I mean, I could take the thing out of her hand. What the heck? But I wonder about that discipline we had. Did it do something? Did it, I don't know, I guess it made me better, or I understood what they were trying to do. You understood what they were trying to do. Because you couldn't be fast. You know that word back when I was coming along. Fast girls. She said she wasn't raised no fast girl. That wasn't getting ready to happen. And she wasn't raised, like I used the other word when Evelyn got a certain age. I said, I ain't raising, not raising that right there. But I just wanted to bring that up. Because Regina Scott just called me from Gary, Indiana to tell me about another classmate passed away, Darnell Smith. And the reason why I want to bring his name up, because when I was in one of my other earlier discussions about my classmates, I called Armenice's name, Jeanette Richardson's name, Jeanette Smith's name, Regina Scott's name, and John Fletcher's name. I think I didn't have many guys. I think Darnell Smith lived over there by us too. It's nice to review your childhood. See, kids now, plus we went outside. When the last time you heard somebody say go outside? You went outside and nobody knew where you were till you had to be home before the street lights came on. So you went outside. Where do kids go now? They can't go outside. They don't even know what outside means. Outside is a game. They think that's a game on the computer. Whose fault is that? I don't know. And do kids still get whoopings since that is against the law? And then do they do anything? Maybe kids don't do anything to get whoopings. I don't know. I know they probably don't say you make me sick. They're probably not smart to the grandmother either. Wow. I guess that turned out all right though. Because I'm still talking about it. It was memorable. You have some memorable things like that? Can you subscribe and write some things? I've been looking for people to write something. I got to find out where it is you write something. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little segment. Life, a slice of life. Whew. It's something. Well, there's one thing you do know about. the slice of life is that I love you and you can't do anything about it.